Oh, okay, looking for you. You can actually type onto the chat, ask them to ask question over there. Yeah, those things I think you have. Yeah.
No. Hi, Tosin, can hear me?
Yes, Danny, can hear you.
Okay. Hope you're getting better now.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know. Okay.
But
I know this.
so I will just stay at the background lah.
Yes. So
Uh,
Francis will present on your behalf lah.
yeah, I told him.
So he will have the deck and present it on his computer lah.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, can.
Okay,
Thanks,
can
thanks.
Sorry about
Thank.
that.
No problem. Thank you.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me? People here? No. Cannot go in.
Mic test.
Yeah, can hear you. This is
I'll turn off your mic.
Yeah, all the mics off already. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us for today's session on securing the digital world, networks, cloud, and cybersecurity. I'm Danny Lee, and it's a pleasure to be your host. On behalf of the School of Electrical and Electronic Engineering at Singapore Polytechnic, I would like to express my sincere appreciation for your presence. Whether you're here to broaden your learning horizon, upgrade your skills in this evolving field, or simply to find out more about what we offer, it's great to have you here with us. We have lined up an exciting session for you, featuring insightful presentation from our expert speakers. They will be introducing you to some of the most sought-after CET courses related to computer networking, cloud computing, and cybersecurity that can help you stay ahead in this digital age. Without further ado, let us begin. Before we dive into the session, here are a few reminders to ensure you have a seamless and enjoyable experience. You can submit your questions using the Q&A features at any time during the session. We will address as many of them as we can during the Q&A segment at the end. This session is being recorded and we will send the recording to you afterward. Today's session will introduce 5 continuing education and training courses that have been curated to help professionals strive in computer network, cloud solutions, and cybersecurity, and they are Diploma in Engineering, Computer Network and System, Diploma Conversion in Computer Networking and Cloud Computing, Specialist Diploma in Cloud Computing, Architecture, Specialist Diploma in Operational Technology Cybersecurity, Network and System Defense, and last but not least, Specialist Diploma in Network Security. We are fortunate to have us with the expert speaker for these courses, who will provide a deeper understanding of what each of the 5 CET courses offer and how they can support your learning for success in this fast-changing field. Let us begin with our first speaker, Mr. Francis Teo. He will be introducing 3 diploma and post-diploma courses, and they are the Diploma in Engineering Computer Network and System, Diploma Conversion in Computer Networking, and the Specialist Diploma in Cloud Computing Architecture. These 3 courses are carefully crafted to equip learners with the essentials and advanced skills needed to strive in the world of computer networking and cloud computing. Francis, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Danny. So let me just share my slide. Okay, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Francis Teo. So I will be sharing with you 3 diploma. So starting with the first one, Diploma in Engineering, Computer Network and System. Just a note, the course manager for this diploma is Mr. Lau Chu Ming. However, he's not here today, so I'll do the presentation. Okay, so in Singapore, we are doing this digital transformation, and this affects many areas. First of all, in our government, we are moving to digital government, which continues to invest in infrastructure and create shared open platform for our businesses and citizens to learn and develop. In our digital economy, we are spending across businesses to invest in technology and talent to encourage growth beyond our shores. And in our digital society, we are empowering individuals to cultivate their talents and arm themselves with the latest digital technologies to realize their biggest inspirations and live better lives together. So you may not know, but we are the smartest city in Asia. right? This is a report that came out, and you can actually find it from the www.smartnation.gov.sg. And on May 29th, 2024, Singapore's Digital Enterprise Blueprint actually officially launched by Mr. Tan Kiat Hao, Senior State of Ministry of Communication and Information. And over there, he actually identified 4 key areas, okay, for us to embrace the digital age. So these are the 4 key focus areas. First is to empower enterprises to be smarter by adopting AI-enabled solution. Then to enable enterprise to scale faster through integrated digital solutions. And then thirdly, to equip enterprises to be safer through improved cyber resilience. So what does all this mean? This means that we need a large number of workers to support all these initiatives, right? So in focus area number 4, we need to upskill workers to make full use of digital capabilities. And this diploma in engineering, computer network and system is one of the diploma that aims to upskill our workers to be able to support our digital initiatives. Now, this course is a broad-based course consisting of 5 modular certificates. So these are the 5 modular certificates: computer programming and networks, computer networking, computer applications, infocom services, and IoT technologies. Each of the module certificate is done across 1 semester. So in total, there will be you will complete this diploma in 2.5 years. The first MC1, computer programming and networks, will empower you with some fundamentals in digital principles, right? Understanding simple combination logic circuits, and also understand sequential logic circuits such as flip-flop and monostables. These are all very important in the field of computer. Then you also learn a bit of structured programming, how to do a program, write a program in a structured way, understanding data types, input outputs, and select control and loop construct, etc. Finally, everything nowadays are all network. So you will also learn network fundamentals. So this is an introduction on networks where you will learn all the terminologies, the concepts, as well as the application that we depend on the computer networks. Okay, so that is the MC1, computer programming and networks. In MC2, then you go more in depth into computer networking. So we have 3 modules here: LAN switching and wireless. As the name implies, these cover LAN switching and wireless local area network, which are basically used in everywhere nowadays. Then we also have computer networking, where you go into more advanced topics that build the internet, right? Basically configuring routers, configuring routing protocols, and allowing different network to intercommunicate. And then lastly, it goes into wide area network, where the local area network now expand across the wide area network to connect different local area network together using infrastructure services from service provider. Now, these 3 courses, these 3 modules are actually supported using Cisco Networking Academy. Now, after you have done computer networking, we then move on to MC3, where we look into computer applications. Over here, we will start with microcontroller applications, where you learn about hardware applications, doing digital support circuitry, sensors, actuators in a microcontroller-based application. So this is integration of hardware and software. Then you learn object-oriented programming, right? Because nowadays, most of the programming language are using object-oriented, right? So here we will use Java to learn about object-oriented programming. And then we go into computer application architecture, where you learn the inside of a computer, how memory interfacing, device interfacing, parallel and serial data transfer are being carried out in a advanced microprocessor architecture. So these are the 3 areas that will lead you to MC3, computer applications. From there, we move on to infocom services, right? So that's where you can develop applications that your user can access, right? User can access infocom services. First thing we need to understand is the client-server application development. Most of the application requires the client application software as well as the backend, like the database. So over here, you learn about structured query languages and how to integrate database with your web application. And nowadays also, we are moving a lot of our IT resources to cloud. So we need to understand the cloud computing services. What are the kind of services? How do you provision those services using public cloud provider like Amazon Web Services? And of course, all these applications need to run on servers, right? Whether is it virtual server in the cloud or physical server. So you need to know how to manage server, right? So over here, we will also teach you how to manage a server effectively. Now with MC4, then we move on to MC5, where you now move into more specific IoT technologies. So first, we need to understand how the whole IoT system works together. So we need to understand, for example, IT-OT convergence, because IoT are also widely deployed in the industry, right? And of course, everything now is network. We also need to look at how network protocols and user interfacing in the IoT system comes together to build a smart systems solution. And with smart system, you also need to be able to analyze a lot of information. So we also covers data analytics, where you learn how to get the data, clean the data, and then process and analyze the data using some tools that we will cover in the course. Finally, we also talk about mobile application developments, where nowadays a lot of application are run on your mobile phone. So we need to understand how to do a good and effective UI, UX design, and how to design a high performance mobile application, as well as how to retrieve, interact with database using the mobile application. So these are the three modules under the IoT technologies. So as you can see, there are 5 MC and they are really very broad to prepare you for these Infocom tech areas. So just highlight some of the thing about the career, right? So with this course, you are basically able to work in the ICT and engineering companies dealing with computer network and system technologies in these 5 areas: computer network infrastructure, embedded system development, providing IT support, especially network support, IoT smart systems, as well as advanced manufacturing. All these require the skill set that you will learn from this course. Now, what to do after this course? Well, you can further upgrade your skill. And in the School of EEE in SP, we have these 2 diploma, specialist diploma that are offered. First is the specialist diploma in cloud computing, where you go further to drive into the skill set to design solution in the cloud. I will be explaining about this diploma later on. Then we also have the specialist diploma in network security, where your focus is on securing the network, which is now a very important asset for most organizations. So what else can you do after going through the course? Well, if you are thinking of further upgrade, right? So there is this SIT Poly Credit Exemption, where you can actually enroll in a degree course in SIT, or in this NUS Business IT or Business Tech in Engineering program, which is catered especially for adult learners, right? So if you complete some of the bridging courses that is required, you can actually enroll in these degree courses as well. Finally, some detail about the administration for the course. Again, this is 2.5 years. There will be 5 MCs to complete, 3 evenings per week from 6:30 to 10:30. There are 2 intakes, and the coming intake is in October. The application period is from 1st June to 31st August. Okay, for training wise, the mode of training can be face-to-face, online synchronous, as well as there will be hands-on practical lesson in SP. You can find more information about the course by scanning through this QR code. Okay, I've come to the end of the first diploma. Now, let me move on to the next diploma. Okay. Okay, thank you. Now I will be presenting the next two diploma. I will start off with the diploma conversion in computer networking and cloud computing. This is a newly renewed diploma where we have enhanced the content to be more relevant to the needs of today. Today. So again, I'm the presenter. The course chair for this diploma is Mr. Tan To Singh. He's not available today as well. So let me present this and share with you. Okay, this is what we're covering. So we look at the course objective and the networking, and also ask this question whether computer networking skills is still in demand. And then briefly talk about the course structure and features. And finally, I will show you the link to the course website where you can find out more information about the course. Okay, so what is the objective of this course? Okay, this course aims to reskill graduates with diploma and above. Okay, so this is a conversion diploma course. So the objective is to reskill graduates who have diploma or above from different disciplines, equipping them with the knowledge and skill required to undertake new roles such as associate network engineers, associate infrastructure engineers in the ICT industry. So this course covers topics relevant to the setup, administration of both on-prem and cloud-based IT network system. So you may be asking, hey, is computer networking skill in demand? Well, we did a simple question to Chat GPT, and this is the answer that we get. And I think it's very obvious. Whatever we are doing now in the emerging tech, like cloud computing, or we are doing cybersecurity, AI, etc., the basic fundamentals that is required to support all this is still computer networking, right? So that's why computer networking are still in demand, right? In order to support all the other tech skills. Okay, the course highlight for this course, first, it is again, as I mentioned, is a conversion diploma. So it allows you to convert your diploma to join the in-demand IT tech sector. It is a short duration course with 2 semesters, so it's only 1 year, a conversion diploma course. And the course make use of Cisco Certified Network Associate curriculum from the Networking Academy from Cisco, okay, as well as from the AWS Cloud Academy, which is aligned to the AWS Cloud Practitioner Certificate. Okay, so this course actually you will be enrolled into Cisco Networking Academy as well as Amazon Web Service Academy to actually learn from the official material from these 2 academy, right, and prepare yourself for certification if you are interested, right? Just a note that participants will have to take the external certification on their own. However, by completing this course, you are actually able to get some exam voucher to give you some discount for registering for the exam. So what is the course structure for this course? There are 2 PDC, each one done in 1 semester. PDC1 certificate in network administration and computer communication will cover Linux essential and computer communication. PCDC2 in the 2nd semester will be certificate in computer networking and cloud computing, where you have 3 modules to cover more in-depth networking skills plus cloud foundation. Okay, so let's go a bit more deeper into the module. Okay, Linux Essential. Now we know that quite a high percentage of servers running in the cloud, right, being deployed for web server, application server, and so forth, are running on Linux operating system. So it's essential for someone who want to move into these areas to understand how to operate, administer Linux system. And that's why you have this module introduced here. And everything is network, so you need to understand how computers communicate, how devices communicate on the internet, as well as on your own local area network. So the computer communication provide you with basic concept in communication in a computer network. Okay, and after these 2 modules in PDC1, you then move on to PDC2, where you go further in depth into computer networking. So you can see you will learn about routers, how to route, how router learn information from each other by enabling dynamic routing protocols, right? You also learn about LAN switching, about VLANs, about enabling inter-VLAN communications, and also understand layer 2 security, network design, as well as WAN concept in module 2. And the 3rd module for this PDC is Cloud Foundation. As we know, most of the, in fact, cloud is now the de facto way that companies deploy IT asset. So it's important for us to have a good foundation on cloud computing. What kind of services are available? What are the pricing? What are the support, etc. So we'll be going through this course using the AWS Cloud Academy platform. And this is actually aligned with the AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner Industry certification. Okay. So after going through the course, the PDC1 and PDC2, what else can you do? Well, you can actually upgrade by going for further, attending further courses. One of the courses that I'll be talking about later on as well is a specialist diploma in cloud computing architecture. Okay, one of the things to note here is that participants taking this course, this conversion course, will be exempted from one of the modules in the specialist diploma, which is Cloud Foundation. Again, you can also proceed to do a specialist diploma in network security. This is definitely will be very helpful for you since you have completed all the network, the Linux essential skills, as well as the Cloud Foundation skill. Okay, some administrative detail for this course. It is a 1 year. Again, also 2 to 3 evening, 6:30 to 10:30. Sorry. So for example, PDC1 will be 2 evenings per week. PDC2, you have 3 evenings per week. The course up to 50% online synchronous learning. Okay. And again, there are 2 intakes per year, and October intake is going to be open from 1st June to 31st August 2025. The training mode is again face-to-face online, as well as there are hands-on practical conducted in SP. So find out more about the course by scanning this QR code. Okay. So that's about this course, the conversion course. Now let me move on to the next course. Okay, this is the specialist diploma job outlook for cloud computing roles, course structure, features, and then again, I will provide you a link to the course website. So what is the objective of this course? So the cloud computing architecture course focus on cloud architecture and practical application across emerging technology areas to design, implement, and manage new digital solutions. So you are not just learning about cloud computing, you are also learning how to design and implement application, right, to manage new digital solution. Okay, what is the target for NSCCA? Well, we are equipping participants with knowledge and skill required to undertake new cloud computing roles that include SysOps engineer and solution architect. Okay, all these are key roles now are needed in the digital transformation that Singapore is going through. So rationale for the course. So we have been hearing about digital transformation, right? So as more business undergo digital transformation, moving their asset, moving their operations to become digital, right? They are now also deploying more and more services in the cloud. Now, why are they using the cloud? First of all, cost efficiency. Cloud computing can help businesses reduce their IT costs by eliminating the need for on-prem servers and related hardware. Okay, and with cloud, it allows companies to be innovative and agile. They do not need to spend a lot of capital expenditure buying hardware. They can just simply provision resources in the cloud when they need it and terminate them when they no longer need it. So this provides them with a lot of agility and freedom to innovate without worrying about costs. So professionals who understand cloud computing can help business navigate this transition, right? And the digital solution skills are crucial for developing new business model and strategies in the digital age. Just look at the outlook for job in cloud computing. So I put in these 2 links here. You can scan to find out more information about that. So basically, Singapore digital economy has been is continuing growing, and we can see that in 2023, it has actually accounted for 113 billion of the nation GDP. Worldwide, Fortune Business have reported that cloud computing market is projected to grow to 676.29 billion, right? In 2024 to 2,291 billion 2032. So that's a big number there. Huh? So with all this, right, you can expect the need for cloud computing professional to increase. Okay, how is the course structure? Okay, so the NSCCA comprised of 4 modules that may be completed over 2 semesters. So we have 2 semesters here, right? Upon completion of 2 modules in the semester, participant will be given a post-diploma certificate, right? And then once you complete the 2 PDC, you will be awarded the specialist diploma in cloud computing architecture. So the diagram here shows the 2 semesters. So we are now having an intake for the October intake. So you'll start in October and end in somewhere late February. Then your second PDC you will be taking in April. Okay. So for PDC 1, Fundamentals of Cloud Computing, these are the 2 modules. Okay, you will be learning about the fundamental of cloud, right? So this will be again through the AWS Academy, where we will use the AWS material. And this material is aligned to the AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner certification. Then we will also have the Linux System Administration, where you go more in depth about managing a Linux system, right? And such as managing, adding hardware, managing user, understanding file system, the firewall troubleshooting, and so forth. Okay, and this actually prepare candidates for the Red Hat Certified System Administrator certificate. Okay, and this is also through the Red Hat Academy. After PDC 1, you then move to PDC 2, where you go into more in-depth cloud architecting. In Cloud Foundation, you learn the basic services, what are the things that you can do in the cloud. In cloud architecting, you will now put this together to address some solution requirement and build cloud-based solution. You are basically architecting cloud-based solution using all the different cloud services, right? And this actually align and prepare you for the AWS Certified Solution Architect Associate Certification exam. Okay, again, this is also delivered through the AWS Academy. Finally, after learning cloud Linux, you want to also be able to implement new and innovative digital solution, making use of all this emerging technology, right? Incorporating IoT, machine-to-machine communication, cloud computing services, video analytics, etc., to design and implement new digital solutions. Okay, this module will actually discuss use cases that include the Singapore government Smart Nation and Industry 4.0 initiatives. So the mode of training, so this course has adopted what we call the 70-30 model, where 70% is conducted using asynchronous e-learning and 30% are facilitated learning. Okay, what this means is that you have more freedom to plan your own learning, you have more flexibility, right, to customize and to learn at your own time. Okay, and 30% facilitated learning is for you to come to the campus where you can then explore the more difficult topics, do hands-on, right, or clarify any doubts that you may have. Okay, now the facilitated learning consists of 9 designated evening of 2 hours, and this has been specially chosen to be between 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. 7 p.m. to allow you more time to transit from your work to SP, and 9 p.m. to let you complete your learning early so that you can go back home early and prepare for your work the next day. Okay, now this diploma actually has another special diploma which you can stack. This is called the Specialist Diploma in Cloud Computing DevOps. So look at this diagram here. PDC1 is common to these 2 specialist diploma. We are now talking about the cloud architecting, computing architecting. However, after doing this diploma, you can actually take 2 more modules and get the specialist diploma in cloud computing DevOps. Okay, so this will reduce your time to get 2 specialist diploma from 2 years to 1.5 years. Okay, some information about the course website. Again, there are 2 intakes. And for October intake, applications start 1st June to 31st August 2025. Okay, so I have come to the end of my presentation. Thank you for your attention, and I'll pass you back to the host.
Thank you, Francis, for your insightful sharing. Our second and final speaker is Mr. Kwa Teck Pui, who will be discussing 2 key CET courses, the Specialist Diploma in Operational Technology Cybersecurity, Network and System Defense, and the Specialist Diploma in Network Security. These post-diploma courses are designed to equip you with the critical skills to tackle today's cybersecurity challenges and build strong system defense capability. Mr. Kwa will share more about these courses, what these courses entails, and how they can help you stay ahead in the dynamic world of cybersecurity. Teck Pui, over to you, please.
Okay, hi everyone. Good afternoon. Okay, my name is Kwa Teck Pui. So I'm actually the course chair for the 2 diplomas or specialist diploma that I'm going to explain. Right, the first one is actually the Operation Technology Cybersecurity in Network and System Defense. Sorry for the long name that we have. Okay, basically is to emphasize what area we are actually in. All right, so the short terms for the course will be NSONS. Right, the course has been actually revamped recently. So we have just started the new batch of students in April, right? So currently we have quite a number of them. Okay, my agenda for today about the course will be the course objective, then of course the rationale, why we actually go into developing the course, right? And then some of the job outlook on OT, which is the Operation Technologies area. And then of course the course structure, what you're going to learn. And lastly, accessing to the course website for more details if you need to. Right, so OT was actually one of the framework that's developed by the Computer Cybersecurity Agency, right, in Singapore. So they actually came up with a framework, and it has actually been updated last year, 2024. Right, so the whole idea here is basically to incorporate both the OT and IT cybersecurity personnel, or to train more of these personnel in this area, right? So of course, when we're talking about OT, is actually looking at all your supply of electricity, supply of gas, and etc. Right, and then as it grow, more easy access through the use of IT, right? So we need to actually make it more secure. So in this case, the whole course is actually concentrating on maintaining the security of your OT system. All right, so as indicated by the CSA master plan, so the actually increase of a cybersecurity threat nowadays, right? So as I mentioned before, OT actually consists of your manufacturing, your gas supply, your electricity supply, as well as nowadays we're talking about transportation as well, which is actually part of the attack platform for the hackers and so forth. And of course, it will be the convergence of IT and OT to make the life easy for the administrator to manage, right? So this become a area that need to be taken care of. So we need to train more personnel in this area to actually ensure the OT and IT environment are actually secure, right? And then lastly, of course, we want to look into the system, the network, in this area, whereby as the ICS or industrial control system being digitalized, or the growth of industrial 4.0, right, actually create more jobs for people in this OT cybersecurity area. Right, the other one, of course, in year 2024, there's also another growth, right? So if you need to look at the document, you can actually click on the QR code at the side, right? There's actually more emphasis, and especially with the AI coming into place. So we already revamped our course into incorporating the AI into the cybersecurity environment. All right, so what are the job roles that you can do after you have completed the course? So you can actually be an infrastructure engineer, right? Either in OT or IT, right? Or could be a security engineer, or could be a OT cybersecurity engineer. So these are basically the job role we are planning or targeting our participant to go into when you finish the course. Right, the course structures, as mentioned, is actually similar to all the courses that you have seen previously, right? So we have 2 semesters or one year. So we have April intake as well as October intake. So you will start off your PDC 1 in April, then you will continue to go to PDC 2, or you can start PDC 2 in April as well, and then go on to PDC 1 and etc. So based on the period that you actually join the course. All right, so these are the modules. So there's actually 2 PDC for this course. So they are divided into 4 different modules, right? So of course, we're going to go through the basic of ICS, Industrial Control System, to ensure that everybody have the same background. So if you have already know about ICS, then of course it will be an advantage to you. Right, then after that, you also go into a cyber operation fundamental. So this course is actually came from CCNA. So you actually emphasize on the security of the IT, right, environment, and etc. And proceeding to that, then you will be going into the PDC2, which is actually continuous of the CCNA module. Some of the content will be actually pumped into the module 3, right? So you're looking at operation technology defense. We will emphasize on looking into the NIST cybersecurity framework, the Purdue cybersecurity framework, as well as the MITRE framework that actually can help you to defense against the cybersecurity attacks and so forth. And then, of course, the last one is basically to look at the network security management, right? So you have all these devices in place. So how you actually going to manage all of them? So we're going to look at how to do that, as well as to make use of the artificial intelligence to help her to reduce our workload and to mitigate the attacks and so forth. Right. So those are the 4 modules that will be covered for the whole year. And each of these modules, of course, it will come in once, 2 times a week, right? Every time will be about 4 hours and so forth, right? So that's basically how it works. Right, then of course the mode of training will be lectures. So some of the material will be made available to you, so you can actually read the lecture yourself. And then we have face-to-face tutorial, we have face-to-face practical sessions, right? And then all the e-learning materials will be put into our Polimo website. And you also have access to NetAcad website, or any other website that we think will be able to help you with, right? So that's basically what we have. And of course, as you progress there are quizzes that you can take to check your own understandings and etc. Then of course, assessment will be quizzes, class tests, lab tests, and many more. Okay, or sometimes I may be going into mini projects, depends on the module itself. Okay, so as mentioned before, so the course date will start in 21st October, the new intake, right? All the way to September 2026, so it's 1 year, right? Then the registration period will start in 1st of June, actually this weekend or this Sunday, until 31st of August. So if you're interested in the course, you can click on the QR or scan or type in 4.edu.sg/nsotc. Right, that was actually the old name of the course, right? And then you can go and have a more information on how to apply for the course and etc. Right, the course actually have, of course, their selling points. So these are some of them. Okay, so we are using standard cybersecurity associate academy from CCNA materials, right? Then we also have blended learning as well as practice-oriented approach. So for us, practical lesson is quite important. Okay, so that's basically for the NSONS, right, which is the OT cybersecurity. So now I'm going to go into the next course, which is the network security. Okay, so the specialist in network security was actually created a long time ago, right? So we are still running it. Okay, so for more detail, you can actually go and look at the NSNS link. All right, again, I'm going to go through the same agenda again, right? The course objective. So as we all know, cybersecurity is one of the main topics nowadays, right? So we are trying to train more people in terms of network security, right? As mentioned by Mr. Francis Teo previously, so if you attended his course, right, you can, one of the course that you can progress through is actually this specialist diploma in network security, right? So we actually try to address the needs of people in this area, right? So why we came out with this? Of course, again, we are based on the Singapore cybersecurity situation here. So because of the cybersecurity threats, right, and then we need to have more people trained in this area and so forth, and also to support our global and national strategy. So that's why we are actually running this course. Actually, the course was created long time ago before the cyber landscape came about. Okay, so we are already been updating and improving the course throughout the years. Okay, right. So job outlooks. After you finish, what can you do? Actually, of course, there's a lot of demand for cybersecurity personnel. All right, and on top of that, I think some of the students, when they finish, they also proceed to further study. I even have one student actually went for PhD or whatever in this area as well. All right, then there's also 4 million jobs that's available throughout the world. So if you don't want to work in Singapore, you have some other place to go to as well to further your careers and so forth. All right, so these are the job role that we plan or we targeting the course for. So it can be an associate security analyst, right? Security operation analyst, forensic investigator, is on the second stage of PDC2, right? You actually have 3 modules, right? So total there's actually 5 modules. So the intake is the same again, April or October, right? And then after that you have 2 PDC to go through. Okay, so let's look through the PDC. Okay, the first one, 2 modules, right? PDC1 covers the network security, right? So to explain to you about the nitty-gritty about the network, right? How to identify the threats, the vulnerability, and of course, you also be enrolled into the CCNA Academy. There's actually a course on network security as well, so you'll be enrolled inside. Right, the other module, number 2, is actually looking at the firewall. So you will configure the firewall to protect the network, and then how to identify the attack, how to defend against the attacks, and so forth. All right, so those are the 2 modules for PTC 1. And after that, you progress to PTC 2, which have actually 3 modules. Right, one of them is actually the projects. Okay, the idea of the project is actually to use all the knowledge that you have gathered in your 4 modules, right, to actually create an environment whereby you is secure and etc. Okay, so in PTC 2, you will look into wireless network, right? Everybody uses wireless now. Of course, we've got to make sure that the wireless network is secure, right? Then in module 4, you will look at network analysis and forensics. So you will look at the different attacking patterns, right? How to identify them and how to prevent them in the future and so forth. Okay, so those are the 2 PDCs. So it's slightly different. So you have 2 modules in the first PDC, then 3 modules in the second PDC. Right, then of course the mode of training is the same, right? But again, you have access to network security course material, right? Even though it says 70 hours, we actually do more than the 70 hours that's there, right? We have labs, we have mini projects, and so forth to actually enhance your learning. And registration again is the same period. So if you are interested, you can actually look at the QR code or scan the QR code, or you can even go to the URL, which is 4.edu.sg/nsns, which is the shorter form of the URL itself. Okay, then of course, unique selling points is exactly the same, right? We have all the things that every courses will have. Okay, so I've come to my end of my presentation. So if you have any questions, then we can go from there. Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, Teck Wei, for your comprehensive and wonderful presentation. We'll move on to the Q&A session. Thank you to all our speakers for their engaging and insightful presentation. So now we'll move on to the Q&A segment. If you haven't already submitted your question, please feel free to do so using the Q&A features. I will direct the questions to the relevant speaker, and let us begin. We have a question. What is, okay. The question is incomplete if, let's say, is there any financial assistance scheme available for these courses? Okay, so there is one that I can relate to, and that will be the if you are NTUC union member. There is this NTUC UTAP. UTAP stands for Union Training Assistant Program. Right? If you're NTUC union member, age 40 and above, right, you can enjoy up to 500 per year for courses commencing from 1st July 2020 to 31st of December 2025. There is one financial scheme that you can look at to reduce the cost fee. The next question is what is the difference between diploma conversion, and specialist diploma? Who are the targeted students? Maybe I will invite Francis to attempt this question.
Okay, thank you for the questions. Okay, there are 2 things to take note. Of course, first one is the qualification to join the course, and the second thing will be what you will get after you complete the course. So a diploma is basically a standard diploma. So the qualification is probably ITE, O levels. Then you can join the diploma, right? A diploma conversion is where you already have a diploma, but in maybe in a different areas. For example, you want to move over to the infocom area, but previously you have a diploma in mechanical or something else, right? So this diploma conversion allows prepare you to move over to a different fields. Okay, a specialist diploma is a post diploma, meaning you need to have an existing diploma in a related area because specialist diploma is basically more advanced topic. So you need to have some of the fundamental concept, right? So for example, if you were to take the diploma conversion for the one that I mentioned, computer networking and cloud computing. So let's say you are now, you have a diploma in business, right? And you want to move to the IT sector, you will take this diploma conversion. And after you get this diploma conversion, you now have the fundamental knowledge. You can then proceed to take the specialist diploma. Okay, so that is basically the difference between these three diploma. Hope I answered the question. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Francis. So I hope you understand the differences between the diploma conversion, and specialist diploma. Apart from that, there are also the number of modules for each of this diploma conversion and specialist diploma are also different. So take a look at the modules that each of these CET courses offers. All right, so we have no question at this moment, but maybe I just want to highlight a few things to all the attendees in this session. The CET registration has started and it will begin on 1st June and it will end on 31st of August. All right. So if you're interested in any of these CET diploma courses, kindly submit your application form early and secure your CET course as early as possible. Now, we have also this thing called recognitions of prior learning. And if applicants who do not meet the entry requirement may apply for admission to the CET course by producing evidence of relevant working experience. In this case, if you are working in the cybersecurity, computer networking, or cloud computing, this would be the relevant working experience. And if you do have this experience, please provide us evidence and supporting information so that we can ascertain your competency readiness. So this is another route whereby you can be enrolled to the CET diploma and post-diploma courses. Now, the other group that we want to reach out to will be the ITE graduate. There is this ITE Progression Award, in short IPA. If you are Singaporean ITE graduate, regardless of age, whether you are 20, 30, 40, all right, you will receive 10,000 top up to your CPF OA account, ordinary account, upon completion of the diploma. That is regardless of age, you are Singaporean and you are ITE graduate. Now, if you are enrolled into the CET course by age 30, that means you're IT graduate and enroll before age 30, you will be eligible for 5K post-secondary education account, PSEA, top up after enrollment. So this is the incentive for ITE graduates. We call it ITE Progression Award. So I thought to highlight some of these incentives and features so that you can take advantage of this to join the CET courses that we offer. Okay, there's one question. If I have a degree in com science more than 20 years ago, but want to attend the diploma to refresh my knowledge, should I attend your course or am I better off self-learning? Okay, maybe I will invite Francis Uh, okay, maybe Teck Pui, he has some thoughts about it. Okay, Teck Pui, over to you.
Of course, studying on your own can be anywhere, anytime, right? But if you attend our course, then of course you get to play around with all the equipments and things like that that you might not have at home. Okay, so of course we will recommend that you attend our course, lah. All right. So rather than taking your way through on your own, right? So that's my answer.
Maybe I also invite Francis to chime in and see any other additional points to add.
Uh, okay, of course, if you come to a course, it's a structured course where we already have design and plan with certain specific learning outcomes. So it will be a more directed plan for you, delivered so that you will know where to you are heading. And beside that, of course, there is this networking opportunity with your course mates, right? And also there are a lot of experiences that you can gain from our instructors who are many years in the areas. So those are some of the benefit that you can get instead of doing your own self-learning. But I would say that nowadays, of course, self-learning is something that we definitely have to master because we need to keep learning ourselves. But then there are other benefit by coming for the course, and beside, of course, getting a diploma or specialist diploma that at the end of the course. Okay.
Okay, thanks, Francis. Maybe I also add a few more points, to the questions. And I think this is, I guess, part of the skills future framework is really to encourage people to come and learn and then upgrade themselves. And I believe you should have the skill future credit as well, right? So this is another opportunity to use the skill future credit to upgrade ourselves. And as what has been rightly mentioned, once you complete the course here, you'll be our alumni network. You will get to enjoy the benefits of SPGG, right, which is unique to Singapore Poly. That is really built for alumni to come together, network, and not to also to mention, after completing the course, all right, you will also get exemption to SIT, Poly degree program. And also there will be certification pathway, all right, to CCNA and so on and so forth. And our courses are also a practice-oriented approach, which means that you are able to, apply, to have hands-on experience with those systems that we have. So do consider to sign up for our CET courses, right? But of course, you can also, learn on your own. But of course, taking the course, you will be better guided by our experts, our lecturers, and also to make more friends in the industry. All right. So there is no more questions. So maybe before we end, I will invite the expert speaker to maybe give last push for the courses that they are sharing today. And I will invite Francis to start off.
Okay, thank you for attending the course, attending the briefing. So emerging tech is now something that we are all experiencing, right? Digital transformation is everywhere in Singapore. So if this is a very exciting area, so I do encourage you and welcome you to join in this EvoCom emerging tech area. So hope to see you in the course.
Okay, thanks, Francis. Over to Teck Pui.
Okay, so as we all know, cybersecurity is one of the main topics as well as AI. So we are actually merging both in the same course. So hopefully you can attend and attend the course and get the benefit of them when you completed.
Okay, thanks, Teck Boy. Right. So we will now is the closing of this session. We would like to thank all the speaker for the insightful presentation and each of you for being part of these sessions today. We trust you have the information shared today valuable and it has sparked ideas for your professional journey. The recording of this webinar will be sent to you soon so you can revisit some of the key points at your convenience. If you would like to learn more about our courses or stay connected with us, please do so. We look forward to welcoming you to one of our CT courses at Singapore Poly School of Electrical and Electronic Engineering. Thank you again for your time and interest, and have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you. Yeah, we answered already.